Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I'm Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me today is Sal Segala. Welcome to the show, Sal.
Well, thank you, Sharon.
We are here for our Phoenix review for the NASCAR Cup Series, and oh, what a race it was. I think at certain points I was thinking it was going to be William Byron. Then I thought Chase Briscoe might have a chance. Most of the race we thought it was going to be Denny Hamlin, but in the end it was Kyle Larson.
Yes, well, actually, it was Ryan Blaney who stole the show.
But Ryan Blaney won the race.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what I'm saying. He stole the show, but it was Kyle Larson who ended up with the championship. And man, what a finish!
It was. Kyle Larson finished third in Sunday's race at Phoenix Raceway during his second career NASCAR Cup Series championship. He held off Denny Hamlin in overtime at the 1 mile Arizona Oval. Larson banks Hendrick Motorsports' 15th series title and the organization's first since Larson's 2021 triumph in the desert. It was Ryan Blaney, as Sal mentioned, who won Sunday's Thriller. He held off Brad Keselowski in a 2-lap shootout in his fourth victory of the campaign. Hamlin was leading the 312-lapper until a caution with 3 laps to go. The Joe Gibbs Racing ace took 4 tires while Larson took just 2. And that gap was enough for Larson to hold on by 3 positions as Hamlin finished in 6th place. Of the other 2 Championship 4 drivers, Chase Briscoe finished 18th, while William Byron came home 33rd. Byron was running second when he had a tire go down with those 3 laps remaining. He's the one who brought out that caution, setting up that final restart of the evening. And there were a lot of tire issues in this particular race. Earlier in the race, Briscoe also suffered a right rear tire failure on lap 106 as the caution was already coming out for Shane Van Gisbergen, who also had a tire issue. The timely yellow allowed Briscoe to slow down from 5th place and gather up his car and avoid major damage. He pitted twice for fresh Goodyear tires and experienced a vibration falling outside the top 25. But he ended up finishing.
Larson finished 3rd. Hamlin finished 6th. And then we go down to Chase Briscoe, who was 18th. And then William Byron, as we all know, he had that late flat tire and finished 33rd. Wow.
So in the standings, the way the standings are going to come out is Kyle Larson is going to be the top driver. Denny Hamlin came in 2nd, Chase Briscoe 3rd, and William Byron is your 4th of the top 4 drivers.
Yeah, it was a good race all the way till the end. It's funny because people are trying to blame Goodyear for the tire, but it wasn't Goodyear. It was the tire pressures they were running, and they kept making and letting their fans know, you know what, someone real aggressive with hardly any air, and when they hit that bump going into turn 1, that's where they were getting the tires to weaken and blow out. But either way, that's just like they said, Goodyear gives them a certain pressure, a safe pressure to run. And the teams, it's their choice if they want to run lower, if they want to run more, or if they want to run exactly what it is.
And we talk about it all year long.
Yeah, you could tell the drivers that took the chance, to get that extra speed, because they're the ones that were getting all the flat tires. I mean, even the HMS guys weren't taken away from it. Larson had a flat tire. Byron had his late.
And I think in the post-race interviews, all of the drivers mentioned that as well. They knew that they were running the lower tire pressure, and even Bowman, was a vulnerability.
Yeah, even Bowman had it. Even when they came in for the first set of pit stops, Hamlin said that he had a tire going. He thought he had a tire going down. So they added a little bit extra pressure, just to make sure he doesn't get it. But it was a good, exciting finish. Maybe Hamlin should have watched Corey Heim a little bit more and taken them 4 and dipped a little bit more in that corner, and he could have probably got in front. But when they're racing three wide and they had them boxed out, and then I didn't even think Larson was going to do it because Larson went to the top and he got boxed out by Blaney and Keselowski.
Kozlowski. Yeah.
And I thought this is it. I thought Hamlin's just going to come in the bottom and take the spot, but then they went three wide in front of him, and it was a crazy finish. Yeah, it was really
an
exciting.
exciting finish. I do know that all the drivers mentioned the tire pressure. They knew that they were running that lower tire pressure. They knew it was a vulnerability. Hamlin actually was dealing with a clutch issue throughout the race as well. His clutch was not at optimal performance, but he made the best of that for sure.
Yes. With that, Hendrick Motorsports ends up with the Owners Championship with the 5. And then Joe Gibbs finished second and third with the 11 and the 19. And then Joe Gibbs finished fourth with William Byron. Gosh, only 3 points separated Joe Gibbs and Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah, that's
for the Owner
amazing.
Championship. That is close.
Very, very close. And we talked about it since the beginning of the season. 1 point can make a huge difference for these drivers when we get to this time of the year. And we'll certainly see that come into play.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely seen it. And
so do watch for more coming from Fan for Racing Radio. We've got all of our previews completed. Those will be coming out during the day on Monday. And then 10 o'clock Eastern time, we will have our NASCAR Hot Topic Sound Off with Jay and Chris as we discuss all the hottest topics from this weekend of racing. And then that's going to be it for the season, for the 2025 season. However, we will have at least one Hot Topic Sound Off each month during the off season, as well as interviews scattered throughout the off season as they become available to us. So do watch for us. I don't have a schedule per se for when those are going to happen, but we will put out that information as it becomes available. We really appreciate everybody tuning in all season long. This was our first year, Sal, on YouTube. It's been a learning experience, but I think we've made the best of it. We'll be more prepared for next season.
Yeah, I think the interviews with the drivers, I think that was probably the highlight of everything. Getting to actually talk to them instead of just talking to them over the phone.
Yes, it was really nice being able to see the drivers. One of my favorite parts of the interviews that we did this season is Robbie Keneally showing us his trophy and telling us about how Trevor's brother put that together.
Yeah, Tanner. He does the trophies for the Cars Tour West. He did all of them, and then he does the trophies for All American Speedway, and he also does the trophies for Kevin Harvick's Kern.
Mm-hmm.
For all the local shows. He does all the trophies for that, and actually he's doing some t-shirt designing now, and he's doing some other designing. But gosh, I wish I had his website. I'm gonna have to. When I talk to Tanner, I'm gonna see if I can get his website on where he's doing it at. But he does an amazing job on all the trophies that he does for the especially because for the car series, because ARCA does their own trophies. He does them all for the cars. Gosh, the kid does a really good job.
He certainly does. But anyway, we do want to tell everybody how much we do appreciate you. We hope you'll look forward to us coming back in the 2026 season and the interviews and Hot Topic sound off segments that we'll be doing during the off season. So hang tight, everybody. We'll be gearing up for our sophomore season on YouTube, Sal.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening in. Have a happy holiday. Stay safe, and listen in for hopefully we have Trevor's interview, and
then we'll publish that on Tuesday.
Yeah, that'll come up on Tuesday. So look out for that. It should be a good interview.
Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it, Sal.
Yeah.
Everybody, enjoy your week, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Good night.